What's going on, guys? Josh here from Momentum Productions, and today I'm going to show you the #1 cheat move that every filmmaker uses in order to get the perfect shot. Alright, let's jump into the editing suite and I'll show you how it's done. So here we are in Final Cut Pro. Before we get started on me showing you this #1 cheat move, let me show you a quick montage of a few clips. I want you to see if there's anything wrong with them. Alright? Let's go ahead and play the clips right now. Now, before we get started with the rest of this video, I want you to comment below and tell me what you thought was wrong with those clips. Was the timing off? Did it feel rushed? Was there some inconsistencies with the shots? The cheat move is, drum roll please, editing and filming for reverse. Now, what does this mean? Well, in a lot of shots that I put out on YouTube and give to clients, I actually planned to shoot or edit in reverse. This allows me much more versatility on how I can edit and shoot the clips. For example, some of my clips can sometimes be inconsistent with their focus. This is when they're played in real time. However, when they're reversed, the inconsistencies go away. But there are some techniques, not only in editing, but when you film, that can help you out with reversing clips. So here are the clips that I just showed you. Most of these clips are played back at 50% slow motion, and they are in normal direction. They are not reversed. So we're gonna talk about some of these techniques that I recommend when you reverse these clips. So for example, here is the first clip. Here is one of my clients, Lauren Drain. She's a fitness model. You can check her out on Instagram at Lauren Drain. And let's just watch this quick clip right here. So as you can see here, I'm just circling around her while she's doing hip thrusts with my gimbal. You know, just an ordinary training shot. Notice how there is not too much going on in the background. Let's say I want to reverse the clip and I had people walking around in the background. What do you think it would look like if I reverse the clip? Well, you would have people walking backwards. So whenever you want to reverse clips, you kind of have to have a thought when you're shooting. For example, when I shoot, I try to avoid having people in the background because I know it's going to cause me some issues in editing just in case I want to reverse the clip. If you have nothing going on in the background, you can't tell that the clip is reversed. So let me make another copy of this clip and paste it here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to reverse it. So in Final Cut Pro, all I have to do is go to the speed dial here, click on it, and then press on reverse clip. So check it out. Here's the clip reversed. Can you tell that it's reversed? You can't. It also helps that my subject here, Lauren, is doing the same repetitive motion over and over again. So that's another important part for you to think about when you're shooting. If you think that you might have some issues in editing, always remember that you can reverse the clip just as long as you have repetitive and consistent motions. For example, if your subject is walking forward, you can clearly tell that the clip is reversed when you reverse it because your subject will be walking backwards. So for workout videos, I use a lot of reversed clips because the subjects that I'm shooting are usually doing the same motion over and over again. So it's very easy for me to reverse the clip without anyone noticing. Let's show you another example here. This is a little bit different because we have a lot more things going on in the background. You can actually see me right here in the background here in the mirror. So let's play this clip. This is going to be in forward motion. All right. So you can see here we have people walking in the background. You can tell that this clip is playing normally, just, in slow motion. However, if I take this clip, make a copy of it, and reverse it, you can clearly tell in just a moment or two that this clip is reversed. This guy right here, he's walking backwards. And you can see some motions here probably with people walking backwards. So not the best choice in editing, and probably not the best choice in filming either, because you can clearly tell that people are walking backwards when the clip is reversed. It doesn't look real. People will know that it's edited, and you don't want that feeling, and unless you want the look of that. But for most workout videos and for most client jobs, I never had a client request that I reverse a clip and show everyone walking backwards, unless it's for creative purposes, for example, music videos and short films maybe, but mainly for the type of work that I do, for example, fitness videos, clients don't want to see people walking backwards. All right, you can clearly tell that it's edited. So here's our next clip. This is a water fountain that I was shooting in New Zealand. Let's play it back. This is slowed down to 25%, and I'm just going down the water fountain with my gimbal. Now, the movements of the water droplets are very repetitive. So let's see what happens if I reverse the clip. Now, the only thing that's mainly going to be noticeable here is the change of direction. So in the forward motion clip, I'm going down. In the reverse motion, I'll be going up. However, as you can see here, the water droplets are no longer moving down. They're moving up. But this shot can still work because it can also give the illusion that I'm shooting from a high angle and going down the water fountain. Now, another little trick is you can also flip this clip. So I can actually rotate it. Let's do 180 degrees. You can flip it, and now it looks like I'm going down. So there are so many different things that you can do here, all right? And this actually kind of looks like a cool shot. When it's reversed and I flip the clip upside down, it looks like I'm going down the water fountain, when in actuality, I'm going up because it's reversed. So there's a few different editing tricks that you can do with this type of clip here. All right, next clip. Here's another clip from New Zealand. This is played back in slow motion. However, it is in forward motion, so this is not reversed. This is me on a little boat filming a big boat with my Weeble Lab and my Sony A9. Notice how my subject here, which is the ship, remains stationary, and there's clearly nothing happening in the background. Well, that means I can easily reverse this clip. So let me make a copy of it. There's Jason. We'll talk about him in just a moment. And I'm gonna reverse it. Can you tell that this clip is reversed? You can't, because the subject remains steady or still, not doing much, and the background is not doing much either. So you can easily get away with using this shot reversed and people thinking that it was shot in real time or in forward motion. Here's our next clip of Jason Vong holding up a follow focus servo for the Crane 2 from Tech. I do want you to subscribe to Jason Vong's channel because he makes some of the best camera and lens reviews there is on YouTube. I'm a big fan of his, so don't forget to support his channel. Anyway, besides the point, this clip played back in slow motion, in forward motion. Nothing too much is happening in the background except for this person right here. Can you really tell that he's walking forward? Sort of. You might get away with it being reversed, so let's see how it looks. So here's the clip reversed. Jason is just standing there stationary, and we have the subject in the background walking. But can you really tell he's walking backwards? Is this something that you're really gonna focus on? Is it that noticeable? If you were a client, would you really pick up on the background walking backwards? Also notice that the background is blurred out. That's another great way of eliminating distractions, especially in editing. So when you're filming and you're focusing on a subject, try your best. Obviously, it also depends on the mood and the style of the shot, but try your best to blur out the background by using a fast lens. Then you'll be able to handle most distractions that are happening in the background. Now, if I was a client looking at this, honestly, the subject here in the back or the background motion here would not really bother me. I'm not too focused on that. I'm more focused on Jason and what he's holding. On to the next clip. Here's another client, Kai Green. He is a very big bodybuilder. He has millions of followers. Check him out on Instagram. He was competing on the Olympia stage for many years, so a pleasure to shoot with him because he's a great guy, and I've been a huge fan of Kai Green for all those years he's been competing. So I got the chance to shoot with him. Here's a quick shot of him doing bicep curls. I'm playing back this clip in forward motion and in slow motion. However, just like we mentioned previously, he's doing the same repetitive motion over and over again with nothing much happening in the background, so it's very easy to reverse. See that? You can't tell that it's reversed. So here's our next shot of this couple here talking. The camera is behind a few leaves of a bush or a tree, I don't remember, but here it is played back in real time in forward motion. This is all handheld. Now, if you notice, the subjects here, they're not doing anything in a particular velocity or in a given direction. So my thought here is that I can easily reverse this clip. They're just having a simple conversation. You know, when you have a conversation, you're just moving your lips up and down. There's nothing really inconsistent here, so I think I can reverse this clip. So let's reverse it. Now the only change we're gonna see in this reverse clip is me going into the leaves instead of out of the leaves. But that's not the focus here. The focus is the subject or subjects. And you can see here, as I play the clip in reverse, there's no way you can tell that it's in reverse because they keep doing the same movements over and over again. And that's just simple talking. They're not walking, they're not doing anything in a given direction. So you can easily reverse this clip. So here's our last clip of me doing a POV shot on a moving train. Now the train is moving in a given direction, however, you can't tell where the front of the train is. I'm just in a little carriage. You can't tell where the front or the back is. So watch what happens when I reverse the clip. The only thing that's gonna really be noticeable is the change in direction of how I move the camera. So watch this, I'm gonna reverse that clip. And here's what it looks like in reverse. Your client or your audience, whoever will be watching this video, they will not be able to tell that this clip is in reverse. The front of the train could either be to the left or to the right. There's no way you can tell. And it's also kind of cool to incorporate both forward motion and reverse motion side by side because you get that cool bounce effect. Check it out. So this is forward motion and boom, right to reverse motion. And all you really have to do to achieve that is just copy the clip that you already used, paste it right in front of it, and reverse it. And that's how you'll get that cool little bounce effect. And that's that. Don't forget, this cheat move can fix a ton of your mistakes, but make sure to use it in the right manner. Only at the right times will this cheat move work. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel with those notifications turned on. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.